since we're talking about integrity, I'm confused as to why my Republican colleagues aren't talking about the lack of integrity when it comes to the president's family's visas. Let me remind y'all that Melania, the First Lady, a model, and when I say model, I'm not talking about Tyra Banks, Cindy Crawford, or Naomi Campbell level, applied for and was given an EB-1 visa. And what that stands for is an Einstein visa. Now, y'all that don't know, let me tell you how you receive an Einstein visa. You're supposed to have some sort of significant achievement, like being awarded a Nobel Peace Prize or a Pulitzer, being an Olympic medalist, or having other sustained extraordinary abilities and success in sciences, arts, education, business, or athletics. Last time I checked, the First Lady had none of those accolades under her belt. It doesn't take an Einstein to see that the math ain't mathin' here. Nevertheless, what Republicans are doing with this reconciliation process, the travel bans and revoking visas, jeopardizes our national security. It threatens our communities, our higher education, and our economy. Visas like the largely vetted J visas for higher education and M visas for trade, training, attract the next innovators, medical providers, researchers, and educators that we need to build on American success.
Somebody said that all of this is happening because we never properly punished the Confederacy for its treason. They lost the Civil War, but they were never held accountable. I think that take is spot on, and I'll give you 3 things about it. Thing number 1, the monument stayed, the mindset spread. After the Civil War, the South got the ability to rewrite the narrative. They never said, we fought to preserve slavery. They said, we fought for states' rights. We fought for heritage. We fought for honor. And the country let them. So instead of burying the Confederacy in its shame, we let them build monuments and statues to traitors on public land. The losers got to rebrand themselves as heroes, and now their descendants are burning history books and storming the Capitol. Thing number 2, they just found other ways to rebuild white power. Reconstruction was the chance to make this right. Black folks were elected to Congress, schools were built, communities were rising. But the Confederates came back with the KKK, and then Jim Crow, and then voter suppression. And what did the North do? They looked the other way. We let the South regroup after defeat, and they've been clawing their way back to power ever since. Thing number 3, that same ideology runs our government today. The same states that flew the Confederate flag in 1861 are now trying to erase that history. They're deporting Black and brown people. They're stripping voting rights and body autonomy. They traded their Confederate uniforms for suits, podcast mics, and Fox News contracts. America never truly healed because America never truly punished treason. We chose unity over justice, and now their great-grandkids are making laws and spreading lies. If we want to move forward, we got to stop pretending that this country ever left the Confederacy behind.
Last thing before we go tonight, a liberal political action committee, ardently anti-Trump, whose commercials and podcasts we've aired occasionally in the past. They're called the Midas Touch, and this weekend they put this out on social media, quote, "We made a $184,854 TV buy with this ad on Fox News this week. Fox News just denied airing our ad. Retweet and get it out in every corner of the country," they say. Well, we have a pretty good reach, too, so we've chosen to air it tonight. While you watch, ask yourself, what isn't factual about it? Which people in it aren't real? It's about the attempt to overturn our election, the insurrection of 1/6, and the story is told by those in the fight.
I'm proud of the officers I worked with on January 6th. They fought extremely hard. Our worst nightmare really come true, an attack on American democracy right here in the nation's capital. I experienced the most brutal, savage, hand-to-hand combat of my entire life. I received chemical burns to my face that still have not healed to this day.
I just remember people still swinging metal poles at us, and they were pushing and shoving. They were spraying us with, bear mace and pepper spray.
They were all shouting at us, calling us traitors.
It's been very difficult seeing elected officials and other individuals whitewash the events of that day or downplay what happened.
As an American and as an Army veteran, it's sad to see us attacked by our fellow citizens.
Midas Touch is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Folks at Midas Touch for the ad you won't see on Fox News to take us off the air tonight as we start a new week.